Sakuma Akari stood before her fans with a smile, but behind that expression was a story of struggle, persistence, and a dream that refuses to fade. She spoke softly at first, recalling her days of practice, long nights, and the rare moments of relief that gave her strength. She admitted that Sundays were her sanctuary. In her words, "I was able to go home early on Sundays," and that simple statement carried the weight of countless sacrifices. For many, going home early is nothing extraordinary, but for her, it was a gift, a breath of normalcy in a world that rarely allowed her to rest. Akari described those Sundays as the times when she could see familiar streets, the comfort of home-cooked meals, and the gentle warmth of her family's presence. They reminded her of why she began her journey, why she chose the stage, and why she continues to chase her dream no matter how steep the climb. But even while cherishing that small relief, she did not lose sight of her true ambition. Her voice grew firm, her expression hardened, and she declared, "I want to aim for the last group on the last day." That sentence alone echoed louder than any applause. It was not just a dream, it was a vow. A vow to endure until the end, to stand tall when many have already fallen, to prove that her journey was not for nothing. She explained that the last day means more than a final performance. It is the culmination of every rehearsal, every failure, every tear shed in quiet corners, and every encouraging word that carried her forward. The last group on the last day represents honor, resilience, and the recognition that only the strongest can claim. Her fans listened closely, and some could not hide their tears. They understood that Akari was not speaking as an idol alone but as a young woman with unshakable determination. She was reminding them that even in an industry built on perfection, the path is filled with uncertainty, doubt, and countless trials. She painted a picture of her early days, awkward steps in dance, the trembling voice during vocal practice, the endless criticism she endured. She admitted that she often wondered if she was good enough, if she could ever catch up to those who seemed destined for greatness. But each Sunday, when she went home early, she found herself again. Surrounded by familiar walls and the voices of those who loved her, she recharged. That time grounded her, gave her strength, and reminded her that dreams are not built on perfection, but on persistence. As she spoke, it became clear that her message was not only for herself. She was speaking to everyone who has ever felt the weight of a dream slipping away. She was speaking to those who doubted themselves, to those who longed for rest, and to those who needed a reason to keep moving forward. Her words were not dramatic, they were real. She didn't dress them in fantasy. She admitted her weakness, her moments of fear, her small joys, and her mighty ambition. And it was that honest,